They expect you to be silent. They expect you to disappear. They expect you to sit in the shadows, waiting, hoping, wishing for a moment of acknowledgement. But what they don't expect is this. They assume you'll play the usual game. Go quiet, stay passive, let time do the work. They believe that if they ignore you long enough, you'll break. That if they push you aside, you'll sit there craving their validation. What they fail to realize is that true power isn't in silence. It's in movement. Forget waiting. Forget hoping. The most ruthless move in Stoicism isn't disappearing. It's evolving. Silence might leave them wondering, but action leaves them regretting. Silence is passive. It's what they expect. But action, that's what shakes them to their core. Because when you stop playing the game and start rewriting the rules, you take all their power away. Imagine this. They look for you, but you're nowhere to be found. Not because you vanished, because you elevated. Gone is the version of you that cared too much, overthought, overinvested. Take back control. Most people believe silence is the ultimate power move. They think if you stop talking, stop texting, stop engaging, they'll start to miss you. That silence alone will make them regret losing you. And while there's some truth to this, silence alone is not enough. Silence is passive. It's a waiting game. It assumes they will come searching for you, that their curiosity or guilt will bring them back. But that's not how true power works. If your only move is silence, you're still playing their game, just from the sidelines. They might notice your absence, but that doesn't mean they'll chase you. In fact, they might assume you're just giving them space. Or worse, they might believe you're suffering in silence, hoping for their return. And here's the real kicker. If they already think they have control over you, your silence only confirms it. They believe they still affect you. They assume you're staying quiet because you don't know what else to do. They think that whenever they choose, they can walk back into your life, and you'll still be there waiting. But true Stoics don't just go silent. They evolve so profoundly that silence becomes irrelevant. The real power move isn't muting yourself. It's making such a transformation that their words, presence, and existence no longer matter to you. That's the difference between passive silence and ruthless action. And that's what we're going to uncover next. Do the ruthless move. Make the Stoic shift. Most people think walking away is enough, that if they stay silent, ignore messages, or disappear, they've won. But true Stoicism isn't about playing petty mind games. It's about transcending them entirely, shifting your entire being, so they no longer hold any influence over you. Is the most ruthless move you can make. Indifference backed by transformation is the ultimate power play. Understand this. Ignoring someone still means they exist in your world. You're still reacting to them, just in a different way. But when you evolve beyond them, when their presence or absence no longer affects you, that's when you truly win. This is what makes the Stoic shift so devastating to those who once took you for granted. They don't just lose your attention. They lose access to the version of you they once controlled. You become an entirely new force, one they can no longer reach, manipulate, or sway. You don't just cut them off. You cut off the emotions that once kept you bound to them. You don't just disappear. You build a life so full and independent that their absence becomes irrelevant. You don't play mind games. You become so unshakable that their games no longer work. Think about it. What's more painful? Someone ignoring you or realizing that they've outgrown you to the point where you no longer exist in their reality. That's the Stoic shift. Not silence, not distance, but complete evolution. By the time they notice, by the time they come looking for the old you, that person is gone forever. How to execute this move? So, how do you pull this off? How do you make them realize that their presence or absence no longer affects you? It all comes down to 3 key steps: detachment, transformation, and forward motion. Master these, and you'll not only reclaim your power, but make them feel the weight of your absence in the most ruthless way possible. Detachment from the past. The first and most crucial step is to stop romanticizing what was. Too many people stay trapped in memories, constantly replaying moments, analyzing words, and wondering what went wrong. But a true Stoic sees things as they are, not as they wish they were. You must detach emotionally from the past, accept reality, and move forward without looking back. Stop checking their social media. Stop overanalyzing past conversations. Stop waiting for an apology, a text, or a second chance. The person you were with them is gone, and once you accept that, you unlock your true power. Strategic transformation. Now comes the move that truly shakes them: evolution. You don't just disappear. You become unrecognizable. Upgrade every aspect of yourself. Change your habits. Improve your physique, mindset, and confidence. Build new social circles. Let them see they've been replaced, not missed. Focus on success. Turn your energy toward your goals and let your progress speak louder than words. When they look for you, they should feel like they never even knew you. Unapologetic forward motion. Here's the final and most brutal part. Move like they never existed. No hints. No indirect messages. No breadcrumbs. You don't need closure. You are the closure. By the time they realize you've changed, they'll be the ones chasing, and you'll be too far ahead to notice. Why this move is unmatched. Most people expect a reaction. They expect anger, frustration, or at the very least, silence that hints at unresolved emotions. But when you don't react at all, when you simply move forward as if they never existed, that's when the real damage is done. Human nature thrives on control. When someone believes they have power over you, through rejection, manipulation, or emotional games, they assume they can dictate your emotions. They think that by pulling away, you'll chase. That by ignoring you, you'll seek validation. But the moment you refuse to play that game, the dynamic shifts. Suddenly, they start to question everything. Why aren't you reaching out? Why aren't you angry? Why does it feel like they never mattered? That's when doubt creeps in. That's when regret starts to eat at them. But here's what makes this move so ruthless. It's not just about detachment. It's about transformation. When they check up on you, and they won't find the same person they left behind. They'll find someone stronger, sharper, and more disciplined. Someone they can't manipulate anymore. Someone who doesn't just ignore them, but outgrows them. This is the essence of Stoicism. Not revenge, not anger, not silence, but evolution. The moment they see you've grown beyond their reach, regret will set in. So, don't wait. Don't stay silent. Become the person they were never prepared to lose. If this resonated with you, like the video and subscribe for more Stoic memory.